everyone, it's Michelle Pepper here. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in New Zealand. Thank you for joining me today in this week's class to go. So, yesterday on the 2nd of May, Stampin' Up's annual catalogue went live, right? So that was, so that's brand spanking new. And with each new annual catalogue, we have 5 new in colours to play with. And so today's class to go, we are going to be playing with these 5 different colors. Now let me see if I can bring these up. These are the 5 colors. I'm not sure how well you can see them. So, or if I can maybe use the pens to show you the different colors. But anyway, I have 2 fun designs to show you. And so let's go to the craft table. Welcome everyone to this week's class to go. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of May. So we just had our new annual catalogue went live yesterday on Tuesday, 2nd of May. And so with each new annual catalogue, Stampin' Up introduces us to 5 new colors, and we call them the in colors. So these are the 2023 to 2025. I know it says 2024 for the catalogue, but these in colors will last for 2 years. Will be with us for 2 years. It lasts longer than that. So they are the copper clay, the wild wheat, the boho blue. Please excuse me if I don't say this correctly. Moody mauve and pebbled path. So you can find these in the catalogue on page 122. You will see here the range of colors that Stampin' Up has, and so the top part here is the in colors. So we've got the current in colors, which is 2023 to 2025, and then you've got the 2022 to 2024. As I say, the in colors stay with us for 2 years each year, and so these came out last year, so they've got another year to go, and then this year these ones came out. And these will last next year, will stay with us for next year as well, when another set of in colors come in. All right, so yeah, you can see all the different items that you can get in each color. If you turn over the page, you will also see the assortment and bundles section. So you can get, for example, these 5 ink pads as a bundle with a 10% discount. And you can also get the Stampin' Right markers, the marker pens, which are really cool, and we are going to demonstrate how to use this in today's class. All right, and so they're really worthwhile getting. So let's have a look with class to go. If you are new to my channel and to what I do, the class to go is just a video that I have filmed and to show you what to do. I've designed 2 cards for the class, and they're generally quick and simple cards, not too hard, although sometimes there are some technique involved. But yeah, I try and keep it at a reasonable ease, because no matter what experience of crafting and stamping we have, we always have need of quick and easy cards. All right, so these are useful for beginners, but also good for avid crafters with lots of experience. Hopefully you will find ideas that you can take off with. Okay, so this first card, let's have a look. I have kept it really simple. Okay, I've kept it all white because I wanted really to just focus on the colors. Now there are lots of different things I could think of doing. I could think of splattering the background. I could think of stamping the background as well. I could think of embossing these strips. So you are most welcome to do that when you get your kit. Sorry, I'm not sure if I explained it. So when you purchase $40, when you place an order of $40 or more this week with me, I will send you these kits. Okay, you've got 2 cards designs, so 2 of each card, so you'll get 4 kits altogether. And so when you get them, you are most welcome to do and make the card as what I showed you here, but feel free to use your own creativity and work with what you've been given here. and just make it your own. So as I said, you can emboss these as well, but I have kept it simple. Okay, so every card kit will come with an envelope, so always have an envelope supplied as well. Our Stampin' Up envelope is just lovely. And then for this card, you get all these little strips that I have cut for you in the in colors. Right, so this is an idea to show you how a little can go a long way. All right, if you only have a little bit of cardstock, this is one way to make it go further. If you have, when you make other projects and you have little strips left over, and often you don't, it can get overwhelming as to what are we going to do with those little strips. Rather than throw this away, I know sometimes it get to a point where you have so many that you just have to bin it. But if you can be mindful and collect ideas of what you can do with little strips, that's always good. So be mindful that when you have strips, don't throw them away. In fact, keep them handy and keep making cards with them. So I hope you can use this idea today. All right, so these 5 colors correspond to obviously the in colors, and I have kept it in the order that it came in the package, and I think it works really well, so I've just kept it that way. All right, so you've got a layer of white, a matte layer, and then a base layer, a card base layer, and a little strip for the sentiment. Now I can't stamp anything. So in all our kits we can't provide you with stamp images. That's against the Stampin' Up policy for us as demonstrators. So, but you are welcome to use what you have, or if you wanted to know what I use. So in this card I have used the stamp from the Go-To Greetings. And literally, this is like a go-to stamp set for me when it comes to greetings, just because it is, it's got options. Like for every sentiment here, happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, thank you. There are 3 options. You've got this fancy script writing, and then you've got the kind of playful writing, and then you've got the more bold, writing here as well. So just, it just gives a few options, and I do use it a lot when it comes to greetings. So that's what I've used, and so if you don't have that, place an order, and you can get the card kits for free. Now let's put these cards together. So very simply, the cards, the little strips are going to go on here. Okay, so here you have a little bit of creativity. You can do it any or how you want. Right, you can bunch them all closer and have them to the side, or you can even, I don't know, I suppose if you wanted to, you can turn this around and have it going this way. Okay, so just play and do, and just, feel free to have fun, and I give you permission to have fun, to play with different ideas. And you will be given 2 kits, so if you stuff one up, you've got another one to work with. All right, so I have kind of changed the order of the colors. Well, it's the same order, but instead of going, this one's going from that way, and this one is going from here. So copper clay, wild wheat, boho blue, etc. Okay, so now with this one, I have left them, I have put them quite further down, but actually, you know what, this one I might actually center it more. Okay, so I'm going to start with, say, that one. So it's just a matter of putting a little bit of glue, and that glue is so good, right? You don't need too much. So I've kind of left it like that, blue. So I'm just going to take my time, all right, and just play around with it a little bit. So yeah, I can see that I need to move this a little bit more. Right, so I'm kind of trying to leave about the same amount, and I have. Oops, and then I might just kind of move that up a little bit. All right, maybe something like that. Happy with that? So don't overthink it too much. That's the other thing. Alright, so if this is liquid glue, so I could try and work fast, and then I'm not pressing it all the way down, just in case I needed to move them a little bit. Okay. Right, so these strips are 2 1/8 in length, height, and then 1 1/8 in the width. So how's that? So then if I wanted it to be a bit more playful, I might just kind of do a little bit more wonky lumpus thing happening. Alright, actually I might kind of go I think I can move this anymore because I think that was stuck quite down. Anyway, so there. Okay, so this is a little bit more centered, right? As opposed to this is a little bit more further down. And that's it. And now I just need to stamp that with my sentiment. I have got thank you somewhere. Yep, there. Always in need of thank you cards. And you basically have a choice, right? If you've got all the different colors, what color would you like to use? I've done thank you there in that color. Shall I try a different color just to give it a different look? Right, I've gone with the dark copper clay. So stamp here. Oh, I forgot to bring out a piece of cardboard or something to protect my workspace. Let's have a look. It's gonna there, just mention. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you. So that's copper clay. Right, I'm going to put that down here, and I've centered it. Now I can cut it smaller if I wanted to. Maybe. Yep. I think I will. And you can cut it on an angle if you want. I'm just going to keep it as straight as I can make it, keeping the sentiment kind of centered. Yep. So that's all I'm going to do. And what do I want to do now? I want this on a dimensional. Okay, so let me just grab some dimensional. Right, just got some mini dimensionals. Mini dimensionals are really cool to have. I think you get 600 in this pack, right? I mean, that's one sheet. You get 3 of those. So a little goes a long way. Let me just kind of get rid of these. Did I get that? No. Yep, so I have kept this really simple because I really wanted to just showcase, just really want to showcase the colors. So I wanted the colors to be the hero. Right, so I've just left it that. I didn't even put bling because, again, if you're giving it to a male colleague, or maybe they don't want any bling. But of course, if you have them, you are most welcome to use it for your card. Now again, I'm going to raise this. Okay, so I've gone white on white to create that interest and texture, and I'm just going to, because it's quite tiny, I'm going to give it a bit more. Oops, what's it doing there? A bit more support, if you like, because I don't want it sagging down the middle. Okay, There's a lot of thing to get rid of. Let me just grab this and put this here, my little bin, so I can, oops, get rid of it here straight away. Right. And then I can just center it. Always double check that you are not having your card upside down. It's happened to many people, all right? Not just beginners, but even those with many years of experience. We can all attest to having done that. So, done. Card number 1 is done. So that's what it can look like, okay? Nice and simple. And I find sometimes nice and simple, clean and simple, quite effective. All right, so you've got the 2 cards. And that's card number 1. All right. Card number 2 is a little bit more involved. Okay, so this is card number 2 here. I told you it's a little bit more involved. Oh, look, I haven't actually glued that on. Okay, well, we'll do that. So let's go and see how we're going to do this. I have included in your kit a whole strip. Now this comes from, like, the whole pack is like that. I've used these big dots on this card, and I have cut this out of one of these. So one of these strips. So you get a whole strip in a range of colors, so in the 3 different sizes. Okay, so you can see it. It's a little bit dark. You get different sizes, so you will have extras. Okay, and then simple again with your white card for the layering on the top and also the stamping part, and then you have the inside layer with your card base. All right, let's get that one out of the way for now. Let's move this out of the way for now, just so I can have it close. Now this, I really need to bring this in. This is just a backing that comes with our designer series paper. So often I keep them just to be able to use it for things like this. I'm just going to slip it under because there's a lip. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to use these. And you will also need some sort of sponges. So Stampin' Up has these blending brushes. So I'm going to use this. So that, I think I use it for that color. Hopefully I don't mess things up. Think that for that color. That one for that. Oh, I might move that away as well. That one I think is for that. And then that one must be for this. Right, so I've got all the different colors. All the different blending brush for each of them. Now the other thing that you will need with this, what have I done with it? Okay, you will need 2 acetate sheets for this technique. All right, so you well, I use 2. I've cut it to like a standard 4x6, you know, like a 4x6 size. And then I've just used a circle die to cut into the middle because I want, you'll see yeah, if you can see it. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, where's my shadow? Here you can see a hole that I've cut. Using the circle shaped dies, I've used, sorry, what is this? Stylish shapes dies, I can't say. And I've used the 2 smaller circles, okay, to cut out my shapes, to cut out my circle mask, if you like. And it's a good idea to use with your acetate or window sheets. Now, I'm not sure. I think I checked this. I couldn't find this in our catalogue. So I'm hoping that it is in the online shop. It's an online exclusive shop. Sometimes we have some items that are not actually in the catalog but are on the online. Now if we don't sell them anymore with the window sheet, you can certainly, with some of our stamp set, like especially the photopolymer ones, generally it comes with like 2 sheets of plastic acetate thing. One's a stiffer one and the other one is thinner. You can always use one of these, like for these kind of projects when you are creating the mask. Okay. So you've got these. Now if you don't have the item, so what you need is some sort of circle, okay, and not too big, because as you can see we're making lots of them, right? So I didn't want it too big, so I've used the 2 smallest circle. Now where can I put this so that you can, I think I'll have to move this out of the way for now. Alright, so with this we are going to need that and these. Let's take our time with this. I'm trying not to get ink unnecessarily on things, and I have a small workspace here, so what is that? Something floating about. Actually, so maybe I'll take this opportunity to show you what I do as well. With the Stampin' Up ink pad, on the back of it you will see like these little strips here, and in 4 different languages. I know the top one and the bottom one is actually exactly the same. Oh, actually maybe we're only doing 3 languages. Oh yeah, maybe we are only doing 3 languages. Okay, so we used to do 4, I'm pretty sure. And so I would take these extra ones, right? I'll just take 1 of these, and I would generally put 1 on the end here so that I can see what it is. I haven't done that very straight, but you get the idea. So when I have them stacked like this, right, you can actually see what color it is as opposed to just a white strip. Right, you can quickly see what color it is. And then I also tend to want to have 1 in there as well, so that when it's opened I also know what it is. So here you can either use a different language. Actually there is one that is just with no words on it, so you can do that, right? But in this case I might just use that one. Oh, I think I've opened it. I made a hash of this. Let's see if I can fix it gently. Okay, and then I'm going to try and put it in here, centering it as much as I can. I'm not doing a very good job. Huh. Oh, that's terrible. Let's see if I can fix that. Boo boo. Right, here we go. I'm just going to get ink everywhere. Help. I'm going to get a piece of tissue because I'll be needing this tissue as well. Let me just try and get this in a better state. And if I have wrecked this, never fear, because as you can see we have extra ones down there. So I'm going to put that. Why is it so hard today? Doing it on camera. Suddenly things gone so hard. I just can't get it right today. Right, that will do. But that's just to show you, right? So we can do it like that, and then when you open it you actually know what color it is. After all that, I won't be demonstrating this one right now, Just going to put them right there. And hopefully I remember the order. So I'm going to put that on here, that on here, the blue, that, and that. Alright, let's try this. So I'm going to start with, say, the big one. Because of the size of, actually, these things might be really annoying. Woo, okay. This might not work with the small space. Right, I'm going to start, say, with this big one here. Right, and I'm going to go in the order, okay? So I'm just going to kind of pick up some color, and then first lot I'm going to put it on there because it's often really dark, and then I'm just going to go lightly over. So, ta-da! Alright, so I'm going to then just kind of clean that off, ready for the next lot. So yeah, just take your time to build this. What color shall I do next? I think I did all the big, I tried to do all the big, you know, like circles first. I don't know. And I kind of went in the order of the colors so that I don't get too mixed up. Right there. Okay, and then I get the blue one. So after each one, I'm just kind of cleaning it a little bit with just some tissue. And, oops, let's just see. Right, how are we going? I don't want it in a line, so I don't want that directly underneath that. Whoops, can you see? Oh, here we go. I just want it to be a little bit. So holding that in place. Alright, so that's why you can take your time with this one. Radio. And then we've got two more colours, don't we? So definitely want one there. What should I do? Okay, I don't know. Sometimes I find that I overthink things a little bit and it takes ages to get it all done. So try not to do that. And doing these videos help because I'm mindful that I don't want to take up too much of your time in indecision, you know? It's like I love spending time with you and I'm sure you love spending time with me, but you probably don't need to hear me go on and on about what I'm, you know, my dilemmas. So I think we'll put it like this so it gets half of it. Alright, so it's a bit of a ratio. Right, so now we've got something like that, and then actually let's get that out of the way because I'm not going to use thank you. Yeah, so I've got the 5 different colors and I could use the small one now as well and just kind of play around with what I do. Do I want it there? Or do I want it in a corner? I might just do that. No. I just have a little tiny bit. Actually, I'm going to show a bit more here. And this time, I think I will go purple. Right. Moody mauve. Right, and then I might actually go a little bit here with the oh, it's a bit close. Oh well, that's okay. Right, so we're just going to keep building I think what I've done here, I'm just going to make sure I clean this off a little bit. So when it gets a little bit grubby, you can just simply wipe this off with an alcohol wipe. That will work. So this, I'm just going to start mixing up. So as you can see, you can just do however you like, right? You just want to get some circles in there. And you can see why I wanted to leave have the circle. When I cut the circle, I left it kind of in the middle-ish, right? I obviously didn't center this one very well because it was quite hard to see. Yeah, but I needed lots of room, right, so that I can play and not have smudges everywhere. Then what should we do here? Oops. So maybe we can do a bit of a grey one here. Okay, so quite fancy, isn't it? Lovely colours. Maybe I feel like I need to do something here. In what colour? I'm not sure. Maybe in this moody colour thing. I forgot. Oh gosh, I forgot to run the colour off. And now you can see a really dark one. Oh well, that will do. That's fine. Can't do anything about it now. So it's easier to add colour than to take away colour. So if you make a mistake like that, it's not too bad with this one. Right, so then what shall we do here? I'm just trying to think what colour's missing here. We need some more of this wheat colour. Where can I put this wheat colour? I think we'll do maybe around here. Shall I do that? Could do that wheat colour. Right, remembering to do that first. It's almost like a light, like a green colour. And then what else? What do I need? I feel like I need another green here maybe. Not green, wild wheat. Rightio. Just gonna go there as well. Haven't done clay. Let's do some clay, copper clay. That's missing. I wonder if I need to. Let's do it there. Righty, and maybe I'll move these out of the way. Yep, yeah, I can do that. Okay, that was a copper. Maybe a bit more green. Sorry, a bit more pebbled part. Oh, I probably didn't need to do that part. Let's just clean that bit off a bit more. Oops, that's extended a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. Right, how are we doing? I think I'm quite happy with that. So I'm just leaving some gaps where I can put, so I'm just going to, where I can put the gems on. So now if I use that sentiment, so life is sweeter with you, meaning life is sweeter with all these different colors in our lives. So that was what I was going for. And life is sweeter with you is from the Share A Milkshake stamp set. So all these, I just use, oh actually I have already mounted it, so I'm going to take that here. And I can stamp it, I have stamped it in that color, pebble part. Alright, I can do it in black as well, I guess, but I'm going to choose to do it in this color. And kind of just stamp it right here. Life is sweeter with you. There. How's that? And then, with your gems, you can go really crazy with it, or you could not. Right, let's see, I'm going to put one there. I'm using all the bigger ones because that's kind of like the next size down in the different color, different shape, different size of circles. So the yellow maybe over here, maybe over here. Where do I want this? Yeah, just kind of trying to create a bit of height and depth. Like that can go there, and that blue one can go here, and that can go here. Right, and if you wanted to, you've got lots of other ones. You can add more, which I might just do. I don't know, maybe a yellow here. Now what colour do I want over around here? Maybe I'll just use up the yellow. The wheat, sorry. I keep saying yellow because it looks yellow to me. Yep, so now I've kind of gone really overboard. But you can use as many or as little as you like, right, to create this little fun card. But there you go. So that then just goes onto the front of this, like so, right? Just keeping it nice and simple, but still a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this process. Obviously you can do different shapes other than circles, stars perhaps, or heart shapes. Lots of love hearts. But yeah, circles is so cute. Right, so there's that card. Now on the inside, what I have, you can leave it however you want, but I wanted to show you how to get, I wanted to show you how to use the Stamp Right markers in a cool way to color your stamps. Right, so I'm just going to close this because I won't be using these now. Not now anyway. Because I don't want to get too inky, and I certainly don't want to get ink on my project. So I've got some ink on me, which is inevitable when you are having fun stamping. Right, just going to move those out of the way so I've got a bit more room. Sorry, I didn't check. So I may have had things off the frame. Sorry about that. Right, let's get these out of the way as well. Just kind of conveniently store them into a jar, like so. Alright, so with these, just going to turn it over. Oh, just as bad. Oh well. Here we go. I shared on Monday this little project that I did of how I use the Stampin' Right marker to color my stamps and partially color the stamp, not the whole sentiment. So yeah, let's do that now with these in color pens. in color marker pens. Alright, so in the same way, if I just follow the same color. Now, if you are not familiar with these, it's double-sided, like so dual end. So one is the brush end, and you can tell that because it's thicker, it's got a thicker line, and the other side is the pen end, and it has a thinner line. So thin for pen and thick for brush. Alright, so then we use our sentiment, which I have chosen happy birthday. So it's going to be a happy birthday card. On the front it's life is sweeter with you, and then on the inside it says happy birthday or birthday. Right, I am going to try and do the same color that I did here. I think, what did I do for this one? Yeah, it started with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so I'm just going to go for each one. So let's see if you can. I'm using the brush end, right, and I'm just going to go, and it's going to be okay. If it goes over a little bit, it just means that it will blend nicely. Okay, it will have some sort of blending. And then this color for the eye, I should probably do it this way, because then I won't. Right, go that way, go all the way to the edges. Then the blue. Just checking that I'm in the frame. You can see it. Then we have the mauve. Variety. I got it right. Oops. I think I didn't do the T. Oh well. I will do the T. In fact, what I might do is actually get rid of the color a little bit in the H. Do that T again. And brown, sorry, pebble path. H there. It's a fun process, if a bit tedious, not as quick and easy as just inking it onto your stamp pad. I've got some fluff there. Alrighty, and then I just keep going. We're almost there. Blue, right? Alrighty. So now, because that has been on for a lot longer than these, it may have dried out a little bit, so it's got sticky. I've got to clean this with alcohol wipes. Anyway, now I'm just going to give it a huff. Alright, so to just re-moisten it a little bit, and then take out this, and I'm going to put it a little bit further down here maybe. Yep, we can do that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. See. Yeah, so can you see how lovely it is to have all the different colors? Alright, and then from that same stamp set, it was from Biggest Wish, I can have a different font, Happy. I could use the same one, but I could do a different font. And in the interest of time, because you probably don't want to see me colouring all that again, or maybe you would, but I will try and be respectful of your time, and we're just going to stamp in a solid color. So how about if I just put it think I'll just do it like that. Alright, I might just go with plain black. Right, just do it. Whoa! Oh my goodness, come on, work with me. Here we go, got my black. I'm just going to go on here. And I don't know why that doesn't seem to have picked up the colours. Hi. Happy birthday. Did I get him up? No, that's good. And so, card number 2 is almost done. And I just have to glue that down. And that can go on the inside of the card. So I hope you agree with me that these colours work so well together. Don't you think? It's like fun. Yeah, and just seems to go together so well. And there you have it. That is card number 2. So this is what you'll be getting when you do place an order of $40 or more. This week I will be sending you the card kits to make these cards, and you get 2 of each design, so you will have 4 cards. There we go. And I hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you learned something and or got reminded to do of techniques that you have perhaps done it before and forgotten over time. So yeah, so thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Cheers, bye, and enjoy the new catalogue.